to go on the straight?
Good. No power steering was no issue on the straight.
Welcome to South Australia.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. Thunder clear.
She made it!
She made it. I'm amazed.
So am I.
What's happened?
Just bloody stop starting.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, at least the flinders look good in the background. Leaving the flinders again, leaving Parachilna.
So it's about 33 degrees at the moment. And it's we just had our alternator belt snap a little bit.
Yeah, on the way obviously to Armadale, and I've just found out that pretty much every way in, bar one from the direction we're coming is closed due to the fires that are happening in New South Wales.
What's happened?
Just bloody stop starting. So, okay. God, where do I even begin with this starting? We've always had issues starting this thing. Originally, the buzz bar wasn't getting any power to it. We thought it was a glow plug because it was a buzz bar. It was a burnt out relay. That got replaced. Glow plugs were getting power. All good. Now, next thing is every now and then a starter motor just jams up and put it in gear, you rock it, and then that's been starting, so that's all good. Now, since we've been at the pub working, I've been starting it and running it just every now and then, take it for a little drive. Been going fine, absolutely no worries. Tried to start it yesterday, nothing. I'm getting a click, so it seems as if the starter relay is working. Doesn't mean it's not faulty, but so I'm going to give these a clean, the terminals. Now, I don't know if it's glowing either, at all. I can't see if it's glowing, but anyway, that's been a bit hit and miss. The actual little glow, showing that it glowed doesn't mean, anyways. So I'm cleaning terminals.
We've been in Parachilna now for about 4 weeks, and we were meant to be leaving on Monday. So it's Saturday at the moment. We were going to start packing the car and getting kind of all organised to go, and then yeah, Matt went to start it yesterday, didn't start, so I think it's good that we found it now, but
Bloody oath.
yeah, it's
rather this than on Monday morning not starting, and
Yeah.
we're stuck here for as long as we can get it fixed. So
yeah.
I've got a day and a half to figure it out.
And then also being in Parachilna, we're obviously quite remote out here, so the closest place to get anything fixed is Hawker, which is what, 89 k's or something away. We'll keep you updated on how it goes. Your indicators on.
Indicator. That works.
Whip it.
Cool. Is it going?
Absolutely nothing.
You. Yeah.
There with the radiator,
Yep.
going back and forth.
Yep.
Well, at least the flinders look good in the background. So we've got a few options. I've got a handyman coming tomorrow, and he's going to have a look and pretty much confirm that it's the starter, but I'm pretty sure the starter's cooked on it, or more specifically the terminals apparently. Anyways, I'm learning a lot about cars with this thing, and then after that we're probably just going to get the old insurance to tow us to tow us to Hawker, and then probably source another starter motor or yeah, something like that. Anyways, fun times. All fly. All fun and games owning a 40, hey ho.
Isn't it?
Nah, it's cool.
It will be one day.
It will be one day,
One
that's
day.
for sure.
Yeah,
and
it did.
When it goes forward, it starts straight away.
Yeah.
That's the edict motor playing up. Woo! Alright, this thing's just got a couple more 1,000 Ks and it's going to get us home. Woo! It's about to leave. What's happened, eh, since we've been here?
Yeah.
I've worked on a film set, drove to Sydney, I towed a generator back to Sydney in a 79, I flew to Adelaide, Holly's been working, I've been working, I'm in the kitchen, in a commercial kitchen cooking.
Grill master.
Maps can cook and shows. Taking on. And they're about to leave again.
And what happened to the car?
Had some issues. The battery went dead, but I thought it was the starter motor. But in my defence, it didn't crank over at all, not even one little noise. And then the day before I was driving it, cranking over, no worries, didn't sound like it was struggling to crank over. And then I tried to jump start it off another car, which didn't work at all. Again, I didn't get a noise whatsoever. So I thought, oh, well, the battery must be all right, it must be the starter motor. But it turned out that the battery is just absolutely cactus, like calcified. It's not even holding any charge at all, even if I was going to jump start it. So good now. Now the edict motor's playing up a little bit, but that's all right. I know that's, even if it completely breaks, I can make it run. Right. We don't have anything else inside, do we?
No.
No, cool. Leaving the Flinders again, leaving Parachilna and everyone, but just got to get this thing back east. What an adventure this thing has been. How was your time here in the Flinders Hole?
Been really good. I reckon this is probably one of the highlights of our trip, not only because of like the Flinders itself, but because of the people we've met here.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It is the Flinders are incredible.
Yeah.
Just the people and
Yeah.
just a good experience on the road. Definitely holds a special place in our hearts, the Flinders.
Yes.
Always will, I suppose. Yeah, we'll be back in a bit. Keen to get back and do the bloody, some of the proper forward driving, sky trek and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, Simpson. Still having a few issues starting the old girl.
Comes up a bit, like, gotta put it in gear and then rock it back and forth so it actually turns the crank shaft a bit, and then it goes and then it's fine. That's if the edict motor is in the correct on position. So, you know, you just work through the troubleshooting and you get there eventually.
We reckon we probably look like we've stolen this car, or like just the way that we have to start it. We're rocking it back and forth, lifting the bonnet, doing this.
Well, I just said we would look pretty funny starting it because we're just always like rocking it and it's fun.
Yeah, just doing bits and bobs. Anyway, it's starting and
starting and going.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
It's about 33 degrees at the moment and it's very hot in here.
We've got this little USB powered evaporative air cooler from Everpolar. They sent it to us to test out. I'm really going to test this out in the tent. It's definitely blowing out some cool air, but it's a pretty big space in this Troopy for it to sort of cool down. But I reckon the tent is going to work really well.
We just had our alternator belt snap a little bit. So Matt was able just to cut off the bit that is snapped off it. We're just driving really slowly. We're about 123 k's to the border and then 173 k's from Broken Hill. Hopefully we try and get to Broken Hill.
Hopefully we get a Broken Hill and get a new belt for it. I should have had a spare really, but well, yeah, you should always have spare belts. New South Wales, made it Elsie. We're only going to another 48 k's of that half a chewed belt. Just keep going, you can do it. Here we are in Broken Hill. We're just staying at a caravan park tonight just to keep it really easy. Tomorrow morning when we're going to go just grab a new belt and get that on. I just didn't want to be out of town in the belt break, and then yeah, that would have sucked. So yep, just in the caravan park. I'm just going to cook some food. Anything to add, Hop?
We've got 1100 k's until Armidale. I checked.
Morning.
I haven't checked.
some coffee.
Oh yeah.
This is not a very good flipper. Oh, pressure was on. Just, you know, if I'm ever in an interview and, you know, the interviewer asks me, have you ever been in a high pressure situation, I'll just show them that video. Go behind me. So that was this video then of the belt. As you can see, it's not got much left in it. It's going to be interesting starting it this morning, I suppose, because yeah, it's cold. That's when sort of they happen, they snap. And they've been warmed up a little bit to go a little bit more elasticity. Yeah, we drove like 200 Ks on that belt yesterday. Oh, I'm amazed it held up. We've got a mechanic, we'll get it fixed. Yeah, I'm just going to take it to a mechanic. I just don't really have too many tools. Like, it's a really easy belt to do as far as belts go. And she'd always have spare belts. I should have had one, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, hindsight. She'd always have a spare belt. Can get you out of a lot of trouble. So let's start it up, see if she starts this morning.
It's the arm again.
The heating motor's going at the wrong time, so it's not turning the fuel pump on. Luckily I can just unclip it and just go straight to the on position. But it's funny because after you start it though, and I suppose oil pressure's built up when it's supposed to, I think it's, as far as I know, when oil pressure builds up, the engine engages and moves the arm and turns the pump on. But it still turns on after it's started, but you just need to get it started. So you pop it off, it goes in the on position, start it, and then put it back on. I know I've heard of people in the bush at motors bug it up, and they've got a bit of wire and they've run it to the front and then looped it and then put it back through to the cab, and they can manually turn it on and off. So yeah, there's always a fix to this thing.
We've got it in a shop in an hour's time, we think. So,
Yeah, so they're just gonna have to wait a bit. Well, we've got the other jobs finished, which is very good of them, and yeah, whack her in and put a belt on.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we're gonna go for a walk around Broken Hill. We're gonna go to the Silly Goat, and then we're gonna go to the Palace Hotel, which is a good opportunity to check out the town.
Yeah.
Jeez, if you ever want to, you know, get to know a place, just break down in it. Main street of Broken Hill.
Yeah, pretty cool. It's like Karratha.
So we were just going to go have a look at the Palace Hotel in Broken Hill, which is very famous.
I think it's this one here.
This one here. Oh,
Construction.
bloody hell. Jeez, it's a big place. Still, the Queen of the Desert was filmed here, and it's just well known. So,
And there's the mine.
and here's the palace. Wow, it's a big building. Bit of a shame, palace wasn't open. It's pretty up. We've got the front bar and maybe have a
Yeah.
quick beer or something, but it is like, what, 10?
10:20.
10:20.
Not bad.
Can't blame me, I'm open for a beer. Oh well, it was pretty incredible though, just looking through the window.
Yeah.
Sorry, can't show you guys.
She's all good. Not bad, pretty there. Seemed good.
We got
McClure's vehicle maintenance. Yeah, we've got the old one as a spare, so but the other one's brand new, so she should be alright. But alright, let's see if it starts. I'll glow her for a beat.
third time lucky. Okay, let's go.
Just here in Wilcannia, just at the
Darling River here, which is obviously part of the Murray-Darling Basin. Gross mismanagement of the whole system. Yeah, you say a lot about it, but it's not looking too good. What happened, Holm?
The Everpolar had water in it and it's tipped over because this parrot's so bumpy. And it soaked the bed.
Oh no.
It's on that side, so it's okay.
Obviously wrong. Just like a low whine above 100.
Yeah.
So dusty. So much dust just came into the cabin.
Yeah.
Lucky it's got such a nice dust sealed car, hey?
Wow. Oh, weird how it's so bad in a spot like that.
Yeah,
Like,
patches.
yeah, and then it's obviously still dusty, but it's not as bad as what it was just there. It's crazy. She was dusty. This might be home for the night up in Ningen. So because of the dust storm, we think we might just pull up for the night. If we keep driving, we don't think we'll get out of it. And just go to RSL for dinner because I don't think we'll have any luck heating any food up. But yeah, we're just... Good morning, guys. So we have literally just woken up. It is about 6:10 and we are getting on the road early this morning so we can just get to Armidale. Ningen to Armidale is probably, I don't know, 7.5 hours maybe. 7 hours. We are going to get on the road. Make a coffee real quick, hopefully. If we can boil some water because it's still a bit breezy. And then yeah, we'll start driving. See how she starts. Bloody cold.
Okay, she's glowed.
There's the belt.
Yes, the belt, new belt. Just don't really have the proper tools to tension it. How far, Elsie? Holly's just in a little cafe now, so it's getting some coffees because we just couldn't be bothered to set everything up and boil water. We're usually not like this. We're usually like, we'll do it, we'll boil, you know, get stuff done. Because we're usually not in a rush to get somewhere, but this is our last day and we're driving this thing across Australia, so still about 7 or 8 hours to go. Cat just ran past. Not quite black, it's almost, so I suppose it's not too unlucky. Need the luck we can get today. And everything this car doesn't have. Cup holders. Why? So, where are we? We just went through Gilgandra. Yeah, on the way obviously to Armidale, and just found out that pretty much every way in, bar one, the direction we're coming is closed due to the fires that are happening in New South Wales. They're happening all over the place at the moment, but so we can't go through Tamworth. So it's probably going to add 2 or 3 hours onto the trip. We figured out, I mean, obviously we stopped at the pub for a month and worked, but from when we actually left Perth to getting here, it took us 7 days driving. That's literally one side of the country to the other. It doesn't take long. If you really just want to smash it out, you can do it. And even in a car like this, 4-speed, uncomfortable, no aircon, no power steering, very bumpy.
Very bumpy
Yeah,
today.
you get there. Drive across the country, do it.
It's for the adventure. We wanted the adventure and we got it.
We got it. So yeah, I just sent some footage in. You can see the plume of smoke from some of the fires in New South Wales at the moment. That one's actually stopping us going straight from Tamworth to Armidale. It's a pretty major road. We're gonna have to go around a bit of a long way, but it's pretty crazy. Yeah. See how big it is from here, and it's one of the small ones. one end of Australia to the other. Didn't know if this thing would even work. We made it.
We're back where we started.
It's only bad for the second time. We made it.
We bloody made it.
Can't believe it. How do you feel, Hole?
Relieved.
Sense of accomplishment?
Yeah, we did it.
We did it. It's a bit hairy there a few times, but we made it.
Yeah. Woo.
Good job. We did it. Oh, look at the shit coming. So we're just off to Bunnings now to grab the first lot of things we're going to need to do this troopy. Well, Bunnings did a right off us. Finally got the troopy into the grain shed here at Holly's Farm, which is where we're going to be doing our first little soft resto on the troopy.
Thank you to each and every one of you for joining our crazy across the country adventure. In the next few episodes, we will take you through the highs and the lows of this soft restoration we are doing to Elsie.
Just broke the glass. Getting it out, it's going so well. Oh. There's the sub tank.
If you've liked this episode, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to support this ridiculous venture, please sign up to either our Patreon or get yourself some merchandise.
Today's the day. Primer. Finally, we're getting some primer on the car. Right, so just applied the first layer of etch primer to the body. The first section I did is shocking. Yeah, it's just a massive whole lot of, we really don't know what we're doing.
We can't begin to thank the people enough who have already supported us. Cheers guys, and we'll see you next time.